The New England Patriots just made a brilliant move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the Daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do, subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button. I promise you, you hit that like button, the sooner football will be here. I can't make that promise, but it's around the corner, so just hit the like button. That being said, the brilliant move the Patriots made, Alec Lindstrom signing from the UFFL. There we go. Center, offensive lineman, potentially an interior reserve for the Patriots. Smart move. Little in depth on Alec Lindstrom from Massachusetts, went to Boston College, two-time first team All ACC, very impressive. Undrafted 2022, and then he jumped around in his football career. Starting in Dallas, wasn't there long, then went to the Memphis Showboats. Side note, Rabbit Trail, Memphis Showboats is a sweet name. Comment below if you agree. I think it is pretty sweet. If there's another UFL team name you like, comment below, but I think Showboats is pretty sweet. LA Rams, he literally was there for a blink of an eye and then he was gone. Where he got his first and only NFL experience was with the New York Jets. He played there for a game. Not soon after was released. Went back to the Showboats where he was very successful at center. And then from that got another opportunity in the NFL with the New England Patriots. Now, this is a smart move just because of depth. Obviously, there's been situations where you've seen UFL players that have done well in I don't want to say semi-pros, but I almost want to say the minor leagues of football and come up and do well in the NFL. Do I think Lindstrom is a starting material? I do not. But the reason I think it is a smart move is because it is a depth piece for the Patriots. Who knows what is going to look like at the center position, but I think as well they have potential for him at the guard position as well. But the center position right now is chock full of players. You have Bradbury, you have Wilson, you have Brown, you have Strange. Again, Strange I think will be your starting left guard. I think the more we look at it, and especially after Bradbury kind of limping off the field and Jared Wilson getting more time at the one reps at center, I think it's just a matter of time before you see Wilson surpass Bradbury. And then the question becomes, okay, who is going to be that depth piece at center? Are they going to keep a guy like Bradbury, or are they going to take a guy like Lindstrom? I don't know. It's very interesting. Who are they going to keep? Again, I'm not saying that Lindstrom's going to come in and start. I don't see that at all. But I see the outlook for him being a depth piece, and I think it's smart that the Patriots are saying, listen, okay, we've already seen, Bradbury has his issues in pass pro. Jared Wilson is the guy that we are grooming moving forward. What's our tried and true depth piece? There we go. That we're looking at. And that's possibly Lindstrom. And again, as a coach, you want to get your eyes on as many players as possible. Hey, who is going to put us in the best position to succeed, to lead us to victory, to, if we need to put them in a game because someone gets hurt, that they can do their job. And I think Alec Lindstrom, the reason he's on the Patriots is because he showed that in Memphis, in the UFL this past year. And again, if you can play at that level, there's a lot of people at that level, if not that whole level, that are competing, trying to show that they can play in the NFL. They've even said, listen, let's be real. The Rock, who owns, I don't know the whole logistics right now between the UFL and ownership and all this stuff, but I know he owned the XFL and they merged with the USFL. And he basically said, listen, we know these guys, their goal is to make it to the NFL. We are not trying to compete with the NFL. We are trying to, it's almost like trading stocks. Like I am trading stocks not to compete with Wall Street. Wall Street is like this massive yacht, or these massive companies are like massive yachts. And I'm like the guy in my kayak, just trying in a little kitty cardboard boat, just trying to make a little too. Like, I'm not trying to compete with this guy. I'm just trying to get some of the scraps, And so people want to watch football year round. Nothing wrong with that. It's America. We love football. And so he's saying, listen, the point for this is almost like a minor league for the NFL. And so gives an opportunity like Lindstrom the place to showcase what he can do. And he did that with Memphis. I think it's going to be down to the wire when it comes to the 53-man roster for a player like Lindstrom, especially because you look at the guard position as well. You have Conley, which was the undrafted free agent, also out of Boston College. A lot of people are high on. So what is that going to look like? Very interesting. I ask you, what do you think? Who is going to be starting center going into the year? Bradbury or Wilson? Who is going to be the primary backup? Do you think Lindstrom makes the team? Ben Brown still on the team? What is it going to look like on this offensive line? And down the road, we will come out with some 53-man roster predictions. But right now, what is your thought? Comment below. Next up, very interesting, Brock Lamp getting injured, being put on the IR. Now, I don't know if a lot of people truly understand everything that is going on. No. There we go. Boom. I don't think everyone fully understands what's going on here, so I'll kind of break it down for you before we jump into Jack Westover. But what's very interesting is now there is a new rule where teams can now place 2 players on the IR on the day of final roster cuts. Okay? Now, since Brock Lamp has already been put on IR, he is not eligible to be one of those people, one of the 2 people that is put on the IR on the final day of cuts. Previously, players had to be on the 53-man rosters before being placed on IR. That was just complexity. It just didn't make sense. It was stupid. And so now, since Brock Lamp is already on IR right now, listen, he's out 4 games. He has to go through all the protocol, all these different things. But he is not eligible for that. So it is very possible that he misses a huge chunk, if not all of the season, which is very interesting. It also cuts his salary in half from like 800 some thousand to like 400 some thousand. Crazy. But within all that, we know that Josh McDaniels wants to make fullbacks awesome. He wants to bring them back. People forgot about him coming back. Jack Westover, we know tight end. I think a lot of people would say it was on the chopping block for sure. Again, I'm very high on CJ Dupree. If you watch this channel, you know it. So I see the tight ends that are going to be making the team is Henry, Hooper, and Dupree. And so Jack Westover has been getting reps at fullback, which has been good for him just because, he if you want to make this team, you have to be versatile. Just like we talk about our guards on this team, you got to be able to play center and guard. You got to be versatile. It just like in the working world, as a teacher, if I'm a teacher, I am a teacher. As a teacher, if I am able to teach more than one thing, what does that show? That shows that I'm more desirable because I can do multiple things. It's like anything. And so for Jack Westover, I think this is good for him. Moving forward, it'll be very interesting. Obviously, it shows Josh McDaniels wants a fullback. Also, not talked about though with that is Jaheim Bell. Jaheim Bell last year under AVP was taking some reps at fullback as well in an interesting way. H-back, I guess, technically. And so I would have thought that it was possible that he be one of those first options. And he might still get some reps. But again, it just shows to me that he's being fizzled out, that I don't think he's going to make the cut. And he was someone I was very high on last year. And then he had a very underperforming year. And then this year, I don't think he's going to make the cut. So just a side note. But what do you think? Jack Westover, fullback? Comment below. Alec Lindstrom, the whole offensive line kind of reserve situation. What do you think? Again, I think it's a brilliant move by the Patriots. Bring someone in, get more eyes on them, and then someone who obviously is doing well in a league like the UFL, hopefully can transition as a reserve in the NFL. I think it's a smart move. If they're doing well, why not bring them on, see what they can do? So comment below, tell me what you think. Love to hear from you. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. We'll talk later. Peace.